Guys, before we start this video, I just want to say a little announcement. There are 2 days left to grab those awesome first edition Bold Cafe garments. Anything that I make is going to go straight back into this channel. We've got big things planned in 2019. Thank you to all of you who have made an order so far. We've had a few orders, which is fantastic. It will be the first link down in the description box if you want to support Bold Cafe. And here is today's video. You're obviously giving off that confidence. You know, people are sensing that you're not. How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to Bold Cafe. In today's video, thanks to a great suggestion by a subscriber, we're going to talk about how to deal with comments from the public, comments from family, and negative comments from strangers, all about your hair loss, about going bald, and about being bald. Now, I've been searching around to try and find an awesome place to film this damn video, and right here we've got these little like KTV booths. So we can sing songs in there, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about how to deal with those people that might say negative things about your hair, or about your hair loss, or more importantly, about your newly bald head. Okay, can I turn this music down? Okay, abort mission, it's not gonna work. Okay, that was a fail, but here, I've got loads of notes here. We're gonna talk about how to respond to negative comments when going bald. Now, the first group of people I wanna talk about is family. So negative comments coming from family. The first thing you wanna think about is that unless these people, family members, have also gone through hair loss and going bald, you know, like fathers or uncles, then they probably don't fully understand what it is you're going through. So if you have people like cousins or aunts or even mothers, okay, making comments, negative comments about your hair loss or your bald head, then first thing you need to understand is that they probably just don't understand. They'll usually look at hair loss as just purely a physical standpoint without really taking into account the sort of mental effects that it has. And that's not their fault, you know, they just haven't personally dealt with it. So like I said, they just don't fully understand what it is you're going through or what it is you have been through. Now, some comments that you might get from family members might include things like, once you shave off that head, "Oh, why did you do that? You looked so much better with hair. Oh, you shouldn't have shaved off that head. I thought you had lovely hair." And they might just say, "Oh, I really don't like the shaved head look so much. I think it was much better with hair." Those are some of the comments that you might get from family members, maybe grannies, you know, people you haven't seen in a while. And like I said, you need to remember that they don't fully understand. They don't know why it is you might have shaved your hair off, because they don't understand how you felt when you were losing that hair. So when you take that action and you shave it off and you turn up the next day without any hair, they think, "Oh my God, what have you done?" They can't imagine why you would do something like that. Now, there are gonna be some times when no matter how much you explain, they're still not gonna get it, and that is okay. If that's the case, communicate how you feel the best you can. Communicate how the hair loss made you feel and why you decided to just shave the head. If they still don't get it, just leave it, move on, whatever. But if you remember in the last podcast episode, the advice was to talk about it.
One thing that I didn't do enough or wasn't able to was talk about it to people.
And a lot of us simply don't talk about how we feel about hair loss enough. And so I think communication here with family members is a big way to deal with it. The best way to deal with it is to talk to your family, right? Tell them how you felt when you were losing your hair, and then tell them why you decided to shave it off. Once those family members can understand a little bit better, they will understand better, and they will pretty much just leave it at that. They'll be happy for you that you've taken control of that hair loss, and that will probably be the end of it. Now, the next group of people that might make comments about your hair or your newly bald head are, of course, friends. But comments from friends usually come a little bit different to family. You know, some might call it banter, some might call it jibing, ribbing, mickey taking, right? Comments from friends are usually more straight to the point. They're usually harmless fun, but sometimes what others can see as harmless fun might actually impact you. You might take it to heart, and you might feel that these guys are really actually trying to bring you down. All good friends, you know, groups of friends, they like to do these things, right? You like to make jokes out of each other, you know, "Oh yeah, you can't do this, ha ha ha." Okay, friends like to make jokes. And just remember, okay, that 9 times out of 10, 9.9 times out of 10, that's all it's going to be. Just a joke, okay, a light-hearted comment, and it's probably not meant to cause any actual offense. My advice to deal with these types of comments from friends would be, first of all, don't take it to heart, okay? Brush it off. Don't take it to heart. If they see that it's gonna get to you, that kind of gives them more ammunition, and they might start to just make more and more jokes. Maybe a few friends gang up on you, jump on the bandwagon, and now next thing you know, all of these people are making jokes about your bald head. So I think with friends, you know, friends usually have a pretty good understanding of each other. So you've got two options in my eyes. Number one is to just brush it off. Just ignore it, yeah, whatever, you know, don't show real offense to it like I mentioned. And option number two is to retaliate, okay? Nothing too nasty when you're retaliating, okay? But if you are gonna retaliate with a nice bit of banter, make sure you up them just a little bit. And that's kind of a reminder really that at the end of the day, comments from friends usually are just harmless, fun, and you will do well to remember that. However, if you do think that it's gone a little bit too far, then I would say, you know, just be honest and say, yeah, you know, it's all well and good you taking the piss out of my hair, but, you know, I'm kind of happy like this, and, you know, let's tone it down a little bit, my friend, okay? Just ask them nicely. Just say, yo, chill out, okay, on the bold jokes. It's all, you know, it's all fun and games, but let's just relax a little bit. And 9 times out of 10, guys, most of the time, friends, real friends, are gonna respect that. Most friends are super supportive, okay? They wouldn't make a joke about your baldness if they didn't think that you could handle it. It's probably a sign that you are rocking it confidently, okay? Your friends know that you can handle a little joke or two, and at the end of the day, that's kind of a good thing. Now, the last group that might make comments about your bald head are, of course, strangers, okay? People that you don't know. Maybe in the street, passers-by, out on the club scene, out in the bars, okay? Maybe some people are gonna make nasty comments about your bald head. Well, first thing I wanna know is that this is very, very, very unlikely. Most people are not gonna make random comments about strangers' appearances. So the likelihood of that happening is very slim. But on the odd occasion that it might happen, I actually think that this group is the easiest to deal with. The type of comments that you might get are probably gonna be pretty similar to the ones that your friends will also make. Maybe a few jokes, maybe a few sniggers, maybe a few, you know, pointing or laughing. But this time, they're not meant in good fun. They might actually be meant to cause offense. Now, I wrote a nice little section about this on my ebook, but the main thing to remember here is really to show empathy towards these people. The only reason that someone will feel the need to make a negative comment about someone else's appearance or about your balding head is because they are struggling to deal with their own insecurities. That is 100% true. Okay, and you really want to remember that if on the off chance somebody does make a negative comment about your bald head. So that is one reason why a stranger might make a comment, okay, their own insecurities. The other reason is because they might see you as a threat. And again, I mentioned this in the latest episode of the podcast. If you are coming across as confident, other people might see that, oh, this guy's bald, he has a bald head. He shouldn't be confident about himself. He shouldn't, you know, take pride in his appearance. Oh, he has something that he should be insecure about, but he's not. And they feel threatened by that. Okay, other guys, other people, they feel threatened by that. And they want to bring you down to their level of insecurity. You know, they're thinking, oh, that guy's bald. He should feel bad about himself, but he doesn't. Oh, I'm not bald, but I still feel bad about myself. Why is that? Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to make a horrible comment about that guy's appearance to make myself feel better. Well, just don't take any notice of this person. You just need to remember that that is the only reason why they're doing it. And actually, you could see this as a good thing. You're obviously giving off that confidence. You know, people are sensing that you're not, you know, feeling down and bad about yourself, okay? So actually, if anyone does make a comment, it's almost like a good thing because you are doing all the right things. You're carrying yourself with pride, with confidence, you're rocking that bold look, and that's the only time someone is gonna make a negative comment. 9 times out of 10, positive comments are gonna be coming your way as well because people see that you are doing your thing, you're rocking it with pride, you're over the hair loss thing, okay? You're carrying on with your life bravely, confidently, which is what we are all about here. My honest advice with dealing with these strangers is just to brush it off, okay? You could go down the route of saying, you know, oh, are you okay? Like you know, you're sort of commenting on my appearance, but it's not really got anything to do with you, so you must be struggling to deal with a few things. Can I help you? Usually that's gonna come across as, even though it's true, it's gonna come across a little bit smarmy, okay? Things might escalate, especially if there's, I don't know, alcohol involved, which if someone does make a point, maybe you're out on a night out, then that's probably gonna be the reason, you know, they feel pumped, amped up on the alcohol, and then they feel overconfident, and that's when they're gonna say something. Best thing with these people, okay, just ignore it, but I wanna reiterate the fact that the chances of a stranger making a comment about, you know, your newly fresh bald head, a negative comment, is very, very unlikely. It's more likely, guys, that someone is gonna make a super awesome comment and congratulate you on this awesome look. Now, I hope that has helped a few of you out there. Like I said, comments are pretty unlikely. I think the most common ones are usually from family members and maybe friends. They're making these comments because they can see that you're confident, or maybe that they don't understand. They know you can handle it, okay? They know you're rocking this new look with awesomeness. So really, you know, don't take too much attention to it. Maybe explain, like I said, to the family members, and you will be A-okay. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you did purchase a little Bold Cafe garment, again, thank you so much. We got the new year coming up. I got a lot of messages with guys getting pumped up to start the new year 2019 with their fresh new look, away from all the struggles of hair loss, which is amazing. So much good stuff coming in 2019. Thanks again for watching. I will see you in the next video, and have a very Merry Christmas. Goodbye.